Today, 28 years ago, Father Herman Bacher and I founded the Watershed Organisation Trust, WOTR for short, with only one purpose in mind, that was to help people and communities help themselves out of poverty. After having spent 60 years in India and having launched the Indo-German Watershed Development Program, a magnus opus of his life as it were, Father Bacher returned to Switzerland, and on the 14th of September this year, 2021, he passed away peacefully at the ripe old age of 97 years. To honor this great soul and preserve his memory, we in WOTR recommit ourselves to WOTR's mission, which is to organize communities to help themselves out of poverty by regenerating the environment, the landscapes they live in, as well as by preserving its biodiversity. The last 1.5 years have been particularly trying the world over. COVID has not only disrupted lives and economies, but has also touched each one of us in a very personal way. We in WOTR were also affected by it. Many of our frontline staff got infected by COVID, and tragically, we also lost one of our oldest personnel. Despite this, our staff, setting aside their fears and anxieties and the concerns of their families, put themselves out there in the battlefield, reaching out to over 622,000 people in 671 villages across 7 states in the country. Dear friends, on this our founding day, we look back with a deep sense of gratitude and satisfaction. WOTR, in collaboration with our partnerships, has over the last 28 years reached out to over 5,300 villages across 9 states of this country, impacting the lives of over 4.5 million people. In addition, we have helped train and build the capacities of over 570,000 people, as well as development practitioners from across the country and internationally. By 2025, we intend reaching out to an additional 2,200 villages, impacting the lives of at least 720,000 households, and greening an additional 650,000 acres of landscapes and watersheds. Besides this, we propose to also equip 800,000 rural youth with the skills and capacity to establish secure, resilient, and remunerative livelihoods. This year, in November 2021, our applied research unit, the WOTR Center for Resilience Studies, WCRES for short, in partnership with the IDH as well as 7 other institutional partners, launched the Collaborative for Ecosystem-Based Adaptation for Resilient Incomes, EcoBari for short. EcoBari is basically a platform that seeks to leverage and catalyze synergies and partnerships among those agencies involved in addressing the challenges of climate change, conservation of biodiversity, protection of ecosystem services, and protecting nature-based livelihoods. Its purpose is to enable rural communities as well as entrepreneurs to develop resilient and remunerative livelihoods, while at the same time protecting nature, landscapes, and the ecosystems they live in and on which they depend, like us, for life and sustenance. Dear friends, we have had a challenging year, but the trust and generous support of our donors, funders, supporters, and well-wishers have enabled us not only to face the storm, but also go well beyond our call of duty. We would like to thank you for your trust and confidence in us. I must also thank Team WOTR, who went beyond the call of duty, setting aside their fears and anxieties and reaching out to comfort and support our COVID-affected communities in rural areas. WOTR is all of us together, Team WOTR, donors and supporters alike. On this, our 28th foundational day, I wish to thank all of you for your generosity, your trust, and your commitment to ensuring that WOTR fulfills its mission. Together, and with your continued support and cooperation, we look forward to achieving far greater milestones than we have thus far. Thank you very much, and a happy Foundation Day to all of us in WOTR. Thank you.